ass. I don't understand how we give these people platforms to speak, especially the man like Uncle Luke. But Uncle Luke is like content that never stops giving because he's always talking crazy, saying crazy, outlandish things. And I think we should be able to take people black cards who says this about other black men. Now, I know, we all supposed to vote the same way, but the times are different. And niggas like your age, Uncle Luke, are the reason that we are the way we are in the black community. Y'all generation didn't do anything, and y'all still ain't doing nothing, but trying to punk black men into doing what y'all want black men to do. So let's play his first video.
to the garden.
These 12% of black men who voted for this psycho motherfucker are sat home. I'm looking forward to them get their ass lynched by the police officers. I'm not going to fucking protest under no circumstance at all. So I'm sitting my ass back with my popcorn and these 12% of black men who voted for this psycho motherfucker are sat home. I'm looking forward to them get their ass lynched by the police officers. I'm not going to fucking protest under no circumstance.
Why does this man, Uncle Luke, feel so comfortable saying this about black men just because we voted differently than he voted? Nobody should be able to ever get on any social media platform and say what Uncle Luke is saying and be joyous about black men getting lynched. You would think after all of the lynching and all the racist stuff that people has gone through that nobody should be comfortable, especially a black man, comfortable sitting up here telling us how he wants other black men to get lynched by the police. Uncle Luke, you crazy as hell if you think that police will just be out here lynching black men. And you got to think about this. A lot of people said Kamala is not finna trick us again like Obama tricked us because if Obama wanted to, being the first black president, he would have stopped police brutality. So for you to be out here saying and thinking that police are going to have full immunity to do whatever they want to black people, you are insane to say the least. I just want to let y'all know these are the elders in our community. Uncle Luke has to be damn near 60 years old, right? Uncle Luke has to be close to 60 years old, and this is who we would call an elder in our community. They haven't done nothing. Like, I haven't heard anything from Uncle Luke whatsoever until I hear Uncle Luke talking about Kamala Harris. This is why I say paid opposition. The reason I want to talk about all of this and how we're going today is because we're going to talk about all the money spent just for Kamala to lose and to have all of the star power that she had, and nobody is still messing with that side of the aisle. They keep asking, why did Democrats lose? Why did Democrats lose? Or what did Trump do different? If y'all notice from the election, Trump still got the same number of votes that he did in 2020. Maybe even more because all the West Coast states are still counting votes till this day, right? So with that being said, why did the Democrat Party lose 12 to 15 million votes? 12 to 15 million votes. Why did that happen? I want to tell y'all why. Most people, logical people, will understand. Most people in America are not gay. They're not trans. They don't care about stuff overseas. They care about their pockets. They want to have a family. This is most American, the quote unquote American dream. And y'all are always speaking and doing things that go against the American dream, especially on the left sides. We don't want people, and most men don't want to be cooked out. We don't want to share our women. We don't want none of the crazy, wild sex stuff. Most men are simplistic in nature. We don't want Diddy parties. We don't want none of that. I just want to be able to have my wife, have my children, be able to afford this lifestyle and keep it simple and plain. Be able to take my family on a trip a time or two every year, be able to afford my car, be able to afford clothing, and that's all I want. First of all, leading with abortion, and most people want families, and most women will eventually want families, is a crazy thing to do. And like I say, if you are a person and y'all are running on abortion and not economy, a lot of people ain't gonna have the money to go and afford an abortion. I don't care how many super PACs or people y'all got in the background. It's a lot of people getting abortion, and it's only so much money that people are going to want to donate to these causes. So yeah, it might be some money in the pot right now, but if ain't nobody got no money to go out here and put in the pot, hey, y'all put a one in the comment section and let me know if y'all can hear me good. But if y'all ain't got no money to put in the pot, then what are y'all doing? Thirdly, like I said, I don't know how we let the people with get the bull horns. The people with the bull horns. I'm talking about the gay people, the trans people. Like people say, those are a small subset of the population. Well, I'm gonna say this. This thing that men try to hedge against, and it's called the slippery slope. So if I see that this trans person is body slamming my little daughter on a mat and it goes viral, or I see a trans person out here in the mall and then gets upset because you misgender them, which is crazy that now that you are a delusional person, now I gotta act like your delusion is reality and call you the gender that you were not born. But all of a sudden, you know how it feels to be a woman, or you know how it feels to be a man. So much so that people can win Woman of the Year after being a woman for 1 year of their life while being 70 years old, which is crazy, I know, but that's where that's where we are in society. So that's why I said the people that have the bull horns now are the small section of people that's out there in society, and most people don't care about none of that. I think if I could just put some money in my pocket, it'll be cool. Also, how she lost, how Kamala lost, is because you don't talk about all the black people, because it's more and more and more black people I see on my Facebook, on my Twitter, on my Instagram saying they voted for Trump. And not just black men. I'm talking about groups of black women partying. I just seen like 2 or 3 churches partying that Donald Trump won, black churches. You know why? A lot of these places are places where a lot of the illegals were put at that were causing havoc in these black communities. So since they was causing havoc in these black communities, they went out in full force to vote for Donald Trump. Now, this is what I want to say. I'm not a Trump stan, but I understand. Sometimes when you've been voting one way and that way hasn't been working, you're going to vote a whole other way. So when you have people in Chicago at the city council meetings and your mayor like Brandon Johnson ain't doing nothing and ran on not raising taxes, but is $1 billion in the hole because of the illegals, when the illegals have been taking over black neighborhoods and the black people have to go by here and fight to get their neighborhoods and where they stay back from, these Venezuelans and these Haitians and stuff. What do you want black people to do? Because you're not addressing that. This is why I don't understand how Uncle Luke can feel so comfortable talking and telling us that police are just going to be out here slaughtering black men in the streets. If that's the case, when you get killed, should we dance in your grave, Uncle Luke? When you, Uncle Luke, when you get killed by the police, if you're so worried about the police, you acting like the same thing that you're wishing on other black men can't come to your doorstep. If you were to get killed right now, Uncle Luke, should we boot, scoot, and boogie on your grave? Should we go piss on your grave? Should we throw a party on your grave? Should we smoke a party pack of Uncle Luke, since you are okay with wishing death on other black men because the way they voted? We got to be honest, and black people have to be honest. It's going to have to be a war or an uprising between niggas and black people in our society. Because Uncle Luke would be Uncle Luke plies all of these niggas that's paid opposition telling us to vote for this woman, and then use misogyny for the reason that we won't vote for this person. And we say, hey, this person did not give us a good reason to get up and vote for her. The white man looked to be resonating with the black people a little bit more than the person that y'all said is a black woman. Y'all kept telling us this was a black woman, but her campaign is not resonating with black men whatsoever, or black people. Because when I watched Meg Thee Stallion twerking in Atlanta, I was looking in the crowd, and so many black people had a shock of awe on their face. They weren't dancing, they weren't partying, they weren't jigabooing out there. None of that shit. They was looking crazy, like, I can't believe this is what we have at this Democratic rally. I say this all the time. Kamala Harris attaching herself to black women was the dumbest thing ever. And the reason being is because nobody likes black women in America. And they earned to not be liked. And the reason I say that, you can scroll Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any of these places, and you will see just a black woman randomly fucking with somebody. I just watched, and I wish I could play these videos on here. I just watched a black lady get into it with a white woman and spit on this white lady child. The white lady got mad and spit back on her and her child, and they got to fight. Now, these are all situations where they could be de-escalated where somebody just got to walk away. Now, the black woman was in a position to walk away, just like the video I played last week of the black woman fucking with the white man that had the Trump shirt on, or the one before that when the lady was driving off and she seen the white guy with a Trump hat on, and she was messing with him as well. They just go out. These are unhappy people, and they just do this to fuck with people. And I be telling people, don't help these people. Just get out the way. That is why I'm upset, because the rhetoric and the way that Uncle Luke is talking is the same way I seen on my timeline on Wednesday morning of all the women, the black women. That's why we not going to protest for y'all when y'all get killed. That's why we not going to march for y'all. Well, what is that going to do for a black man if he already dead? Niggas been protesting. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. We had a whole bridge niggas walked over, getting sprayed with water hoses and stuff. What is protesting and marching gonna do now in 2024? If it ain't been working the last 70, 80 years, what are we talking about? Why do y'all think after I saved my life, if you really was riding for me, George Floyd, would not be a reason for George Floyd to have been dead with a knee on his back, because y'all sitting around there with y'all phones up, and then after a nigga died, y'all want to protest and march. Save me. How about that? If y'all really cared about black people and black lives, like y'all say y'all do black women, save me. Like I said, there's no reason for a George Floyd. Listen to me. There's no reason for a George Floyd to be killed when you got all of those people with their cell phones out watching this man scream and say he can't breathe. And then talking about y'all gonna protest, build this man a gold statue, gold casket, and walk this man through the city as if he's a martyr for black people. And y'all are still out here doing the same thing. Tuskegee homecoming just got shot up over the weekend. One confirmed dead, a bunch of injured. Black people, HBCU. You can look it up. That is a mass shooting, but they don't classify when niggas go and shoot each other up as mass shootings. I went to ASU. They got the shooting at ASU homecoming. Alabama A&M went to that homecoming this year. They got the shooting at that homecoming. I think 2 people got killed up there. When it comes to these issues that we're talking about, these are issues that should have been solved by the Democratic Party, but they let y'all do this stupid shit because they don't give a fuck about y'all. It's no reason for Lyndon B. Johnson saying, if you give me these programs, I'm gonna have these niggas voting the same way for 200 years, and y'all still are telling me y'all are disloyal to a party. Remember, y'all Black Messiah Obama was in office. Y'all Black Messiah was in office. Obama was y'all Black savior, y'all Black Messiah. He was coming to save everything. Jesus had made a whole song anthem. My president is black. My Lambo is blue. It was so much performative activism, and nothing changed whatsoever. Like I want to tell Uncle Luke, I want to give you the middle finger of the day, Uncle Luke. And I hope and pray you get what you asking other black men, what you asking other black men to receive from the police. I pray that on your life right now, that since you're sitting there gloating and saying you're not going to march and you can't wait for the police to be out here causing harm to other black men, I pray what you ask comes to your heart, your household, your doorstep, and the people around you, the black men around you that you care and love deeply, tenfold. I'm an eye for an eye person, and I believe you should get that. So, Uncle Luke, you get the big FU of the day.